And welcome back, geeks, gamers, ninjas, robots, and whoever the hell else watches this show. It's Horseplay Live. Today is Thursday, August 6th, 2015. We make sure that's right, and it is. Today's episode is episode 86, and it's tentatively titled The One Where We Talk Anime and SEGA. Hashtag anime, hashtag SEGA. But before we get into all that fun and games with here today, I know you guys know that we got kind of like I have a cam, Yogi doesn't. There's things happening. But none other ado, everybody knows this guy is everybody's favorite bear lizard. Hardcore casual, Mr. Yogizilla. What's up, buddy?
Hello!
He's like, hello! You sound like Miss Doubtfire and shit.
Hello! How's everybody doing?
BFT already here. We are live. We are live and we are rocking it.
I'm gonna attempt to look at the chat while I'm doing this. I don't know how well it's gonna work. Last week it was kind of being eh.
Right.
And our buddies in the West Radio Show are still going. They're going long tonight.
Are they really? Are they going long?
Yeah.
They got the stamina tonight?
They got the stamina.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all the talk about hold on a second. Damn it.
That's good talk.
Oh, I just broke something.
What did you do, bro? Well, while Yogi's breaking stuff, how is everybody's last week gone? The last week we've actually team Demonis Gaming. We actually got into a tournament. Had some good luck with the first round, and then the second round we got our asses spanked. But it was some good experience. We had most of us had lots of fun, and we're gonna be getting into more. So hopefully in the future, we have lots of stuff going out right now. We're gonna be putting some stuff. I know we've said this in the past, but it's actually happening this time. We're gonna be putting some stuff on geekantics.net, so you guys can go check us out. I think Yogi's gonna make us our own little segment or section, so that we can add stuff to it whenever we need to, because we do have, I actually have like 2 techies to help me with this stuff. So not techies, but guys that are good with like the code thing, not screw up like I do all the damn time. Yogi, are you fixing stuff yet?
Yeah, I think I'm good. You hear me all right?
Yes. Unfortunately, guys, I don't know if we're gonna have any call-ins today on TeamSpeak, because Yogi's on, where he can't really get on it. So I don't know. We'll see what happens, and because it's kind of leave Yogi out. So Yogi, how are you doing, buddy?
Good, in spite of everything. We got a new follower, the Burnt Pig 55. Welcome.
Welcome. And that's a follower of Morgana's that decided to come on over here and show his presence. Thank you, bro.
Nice. Yeah, Morg has a really cool thing. She was one of the first people I know. That's it's funny because it's something that I was trying to code between me and SpathyZilla. I'm like, you know what? I'm surprised no one has done this yet. Why can't someone set up auto hosting? And then Moobot, that's now a feature for Moobot.
Nice.
Which
and
I think
Morg's
is brilliant.
Got it all done up, and she auto hosts us every time we go live.
Yeah, and it's weighted, so it goes through your list in order of priority, and whoever's live from that list, it automatically hosts them. So
Thanks.
pretty cool.
Yeah, that is awesome.
And then Moobot's pretty neat too, because it's free, but then they have their own currency that you earn different ways. You either buy currency or you donate and you get it, and then you get to unlock those different features. So it's a good model. I think it's worth it. One of these days I definitely personally would like to donate a significant amount to them, because I think what they're doing is really cool, and that's one less thing we need to work on.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
Yeah, I know you host this personally, Morg, but I'm saying for the other time when it's automatic, because I remember when before my internet thing went down, I'd be getting random hosts from her. I'm like, man, she's like a sniper. At the moment I go live, I'm getting hosted by her. She never misses my streams. And then I'd wait for her to join a chat, and she didn't. I'm like, oh, it's the automated thing.
Now, I didn't say this, but when I said the title of today's episode, BFT stated in chat, speaking of anime, I just came from seeing Dragon Ball Z Resurrection. And the
How
only
was
thing I
it?
want to say to you, BFT, is you. Just on a personal level. That's it. But you're a pretty cool dude. How was it, by the way? We want to know. We want to know. The minds are wandering, a.k.a. Obi-Wan X2, a.k.a. YogiZilla. Let us
I
know
mean,
how
I
that
think it's
is.
just it's a HD remastered, uh,
It
not
was
even a
fun.
retelling.
It
He
was
took like
fun.
the original footage and touched it up of the Frieza battle. So I don't know. I don't know if they added stuff in there like Star Wars style or what, but it's still pretty cool. The Burnt Pig, did you see what he said? I'm gonna be serious. This stream, no jokes. About you, Beard. This is a serious podcast. The Beard. The Beard does it.
It's and that's why I have a cam and Yogi doesn't. It's because the beard is real. Okay, so here it is, guys. Yes, yes, yes. The
Oh, it's an
beard
all
thanks
new
you.
fight? Oh shit, it's all new. Okay. Post
Oh,
Buu Saga.
okay, okay.
So Frieza comes back. Because from what I saw in the trailer, it looked like it was rehashed stuff, and I was like, I wasn't sure. Oh God, okay. And he said it chronologically comes after the last Dragon Ball Z movie, The Battle of the Gods. Oh, now I definitely I'm very curious. All right, I might have to catch that on a certain kissanime.com.
Yep. I just got done watching a Virtual Fighter, which is a really cool little anime that I just we'll talk about that in a minute, guys. Um,
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
I've been
No, but
watching
huh.
anime like 24/7, damn near. Like in practice, when we're talking about smokes and flashes, I'm sitting there watching anime. Don't tell Fatal, even though he's probably watching right now, but don't tell him.
Oh, chisel.
I already, it's like
Oh, and
I already
BF86.
know him though. It's like I can't get in trouble. I already know the smokes and the flashes that he's teaching, but still, you know.
Whoa, hold up. BFT saying that Vegeta has swagger. Vegeta did something useful. Wow. Okay. And even Roshi got him in on the action. What?
Mm-hmm.
What about what's his face? Krillin. That's the dude that always gets punked, like the little short dude, right?
Yeah,
He's
the
one
little
of like
bald
he
guy.
got yeah, a little Buddhist monk type thing. I feel so bad for him. He has so much heart, but then he never quite does anything.
Yeah.
AOT. Which one's that? Oh, Attack on Titan. When's did that start back up yet? Oh, hold on. We're gonna have a whole anime segment. It's coming. But for now, we're gonna talk about our week. So Obi,
Yes.
this is like the fourth episode I've had to call in on. If I'm tracking
Yes.
properly. It's kind of sad. But
Yeah,
hey, I'm
kinda.
actually very happy because I listened to the playback on all games. It sounded pretty clean.
Mm-hmm.
Sounded pretty. You could barely notice I was calling out on the phone, so I was pretty happy about that. So I did catch the feedback you guys were talking about, the little like a buzzing sound after I talked. I think it's because I had the volume really loud and it's feeding me back into through the mic or something. It was weird.
Yeah, it's all good.
Um, but hey, this is an old BlackBerry cell phone headset. It is doing work.
No doubt, bro. No doubt.
But I've been busy composing some new tracks. I've been making some music, taking advantage of my time. I've been doing writing, anime, watching anime, and planning stuff for the network, and then new shows and stuff, and composing music. And I gotta say, everybody talks about Pro Tools and Reason and Fruity Loops used to be big, Acid. And some people use GarageBand when I talk about it. It's an Apple product.
Mm-hmm.
All the Steinberg tools out there, and those are all great. But what I'm mainly using right now for the price is as good, if not better. And it's Magix. If you guys want to do any kind of like music composition, um, you could be a novice or you could be advanced. It has MIDI interface. If you have actual instruments, you can plug them in, and it supports VSTs. People that do music know what that is. Virtual instruments and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's amazing, and it's a mere fraction of the price. Because all these other things want like 500, 800, $1,000. This is like 50, $60, maybe 100 if you buy all the sound packs and different samples and premium version, all that. And it comes with a wave editor. If you get the premium, you get a wave editor. You get the MP3 editor. You get like so much that I haven't even begun to like dig through all of it. So Magix with an X, highly recommended. If you're in the podcasting area, Cyberlink also has some awesome tools. They have an audio director and wave editor, which I've also love. It's like Audacity in terms of, but it's got a lot deeper tools in there. Even Steam has some good audio tools, Zeta, and every now and then it goes on sale, a bundle with Zeta and the other thing that's related to Zeta. I forget what it's called, but under like $100, and it's usually like a $200-300 package. I forget how much it is. So little bit of some recommendations there for our audio files out there.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, hell yeah. I'll I'll try some of those, man. Listen to them on stream. You want?
Oh, wait a minute. The Attack of did you see this? This Obi? The Attack on Titan live action movies coming later this year. What?
Yeah, I was waiting for you to get done talking, and then I was gonna say something about it. But,
All right, so yeah, we're
you
definitely
got this, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna have a segment in a few minutes, hopefully. We do have a little bit of news though, because we wanna make sure we don't miss anything. And we actually, I feel bad, I missed something big last week. But how's your week been, Obi?
It's been hectic. It's been really good. It's like I was talking about earlier, the team got into the tournament, and first round we did fairly good, and we won it. We got to the second round of 64, and we just got obliterated. So it was something that, yeah, it was something. Let's say that. That's all we're gonna say.
I mean, to me, your first outing is not about whether you win or lose, but how long you can make the match last. If you lose, that's not the problem. If you lose quickly, then you have to really think about what you did wrong. But if you give them a fight, that's all that matters.
Well, we didn't lose quickly. Like the first 3 rounds, pistol round, we did really, really well. We were up 3-0, and then we broke down, and communication started to break down, and little things that go wrong. We don't have a lot of team experience yet, and there's things that you have to do well together to win games, which is you have to work well together as a team. Sometimes it's individual performances can really help, but when you have that team that we're really barely, this is our first tournament play. This is what's going on. We did good as long as we learn from our loss. Never ever will I be even owning a team. Will I be disappointed? I'll be disappointed in a loss, but I'll never ever be mad at a loss as long as the players actually learn from it, and that's all I expect. So I really don't have a favorite anime. I just like anime in general. And no, I talk about hentai, but I don't really enjoy watching it because why watch hentai when I can watch it from Pornhub real life?
See, I'm one of those weirdos that said that you could do things in the animated format that you can't get away with in real people. It's a different kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Well, like if I'm gonna watch porn, I'm just gonna go to Pornhub and watch porn. I don't really watch porn in the first place, but if I were, that's where I just enjoy anime because of like Dragon Ball Z is one where there's a storyline, plus they have some cool abilities. I just got done watching. We're gonna get into that in a minute, guys. Let's get through the intro. If you guys are new to the show, we want you to say, "Welcome to our cellar party."
Woo!
HorsePLAY Live is where geeks come to play. 9 times out of 10, we get in trouble too. We get in trouble anyway. We are the flagship talk radio show for Geeky Antics Network in collaboration with AllGames.com. Our show covers all the aspects of geek culture with a special focus on indie and strategy games, as well as technologies. Did I forget we rant? Social issues that geeks face, and the community events that we do all the time. Sometimes we even talk about tabletop and retro gaming. And most of the time, if we're not talking about food, we're probably sick. But just because. But yeah. Yogi, you want to tell them a little bit more about the show, sir?
So yeah, this is mainly geared towards people that are tuning in on YouTube or audio podcast feeds, wherever you may be getting us. Mm-hmm. And we're all over the place right now, both in terms of our pacing and our distribution. But we're a late night show we're segmented, but we're mostly unscripted. So we tend to deviate a lot, go off on tangents. You know. Oh my god! And I freaking. Do you still hear me? All right?
Yeah.
I'm breaking something. But yeah, with the name like Horseplay Live, expect lots of shenanigans and blah 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 blah. Damn it! I keep trying to bring up the chat, and it's like bringing up the actual video feed. There we go.
I'm laughing at what "Cause I'm Batman" said.
I
Obi-Wan X2, don't watch porn, Kappa. I never said I didn't watch porn. I said I don't watch much porn. I said I don't watch hentai.
I said this before, and I say it again. Everybody's into porn.
The internet was made for porn, dude. Just listen to the song.
Porn comes in many different ways, and many different forms. You know, all those freaking, all those crime shows, murder porn. That's all I gotta say.
Kick Monster, what you think you do after? Gross. Oh. The internet is for porn. Okay.
Brent Pig has to go. He's gonna miss the anime talk, and I think that's a Doctor Who fan too. Nice.
Yes. We're doing all porns in chat right now. God. Okay.
Sadly, that's not gonna be a topic for tonight. We may touch upon a little bit with the anime talk.
Touch up on it. Get it? Anyway. Guys, Horseplay Live is every Thursday at 11 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Pacific, on Twitch channels Geeky Antics and YogiZilla. You guys can check that out. But the main hub right here is Geeky Antics on Twitch. Horseplay Live replay is now available, or is available, Thursdays prior at 5:15 Eastern Time on allgames.com. You guys go give us about 5 minutes of your time. Hell, you can even mute the broadcast, but we'd really appreciate that listen. It really helps us out. Now, we do have a little bit of news today, guys, so we're going to get right into it with the obligatory news with YogiZilla.
Oh, hello again. Ding. Sorry, I forgot the ding.
I'm going to kill myself, guys. See ya.
Say it again. Say it again. Say it again.
No, it's past is over. It's over, man.
No. It's never too late. It's never too late. It's like getting a college education. It's never too late.
All right, guys, we're going to get right into it. We do have a little bit of news today, so we're going to get right into the obligatory news with YogiZilla.
Ding! So,
Take two.
Where do we start? So I first want to talk about something that's been a topic of discussion on lots of shows that they were just talking about on the BT podcast, which they may still be going right now over on allgames.com. But, Magic the Gathering Origins is out. I haven't had a chance to play it yet, as you know, because stuff. but from what I'm hearing from lots of people, it's basically Magic Online with a facelift. So you can make your own decks, but in Duels of the Planeswalkers 2015, they allowed you to make your own decks from scratch. But this is obviously access to all the cards ever released on Magic. But the thing that people are complaining about is that, it's free to play, but if you want to be competitive and play online, you're gonna probably want to get the $25 starter kit or whatever it is. They say typically you're gonna spend about $40, and then you could start winning matches. So, kind of a shame they didn't go with like a model like Hearthstone did, because Hearthstone really got it right in terms of free to play. Soulforge is pretty good too. Soulforge actually gotten way better, but the economics in Hearthstone is just, you really don't have to spend any money on it. But because you don't have to spend any money on it, you feel like throwing them a tip. You're not forced. There's no paywall, but you're like, you know what? I play this game a lot, so I really enjoy it. Here's, I'm gonna buy this. Or you want to fast track yourself. You don't feel like you have to do it to enjoy the game, and that's a good free to play model where you get to enjoy the game fully, and then when you want to fast track things or maybe step up your play, you throw money that way, or just tip the developer. That's the way it should be, And I get it. They want to be profitable, so they want to incentivize people spending money in the game. But I did try this out. I'm probably going to end up streaming when I finally get back online. And, I love my deck building games, so really excited about that. Rare Replay dropped.
It's pretty good.
I pre-ordered mine. so hopefully I'll come soon. And I feel so bad, guys. I meant to mention this, but if you pre-ordered it in the Microsoft store, you would have gotten um, a $10 what is it, a Xbox card,
Bullshit.
$10 Microsoft Store credit. But you might still have time because when I read the terms, it says that it offers good through December 2015. So order it, check it out. Go on Microsoft Store and try to order Rare Replay if you haven't yet, and you might still get that deal because you know it's a $30 game and it's well worth it if you like retro games, and then you get $10 to spend whatever way you want. I think that's a pretty awesome deal. I know it's not a deal for cheap bastards, but I just wanted to put it out there. Also, Microsoft has officially announced that games with Gold games will all be forwards compatible or backwards compatible, depending on how you look at it. So the 360 games you get from games with Gold will eventually all work on Xbox One. So far they have Gears of War 3, Shadow Complex, Geometry Wars, and a bunch of Xbox favorites and classics that are added to the already awesome library. And so excited with all the free games, and they're gonna be bumping up permanently the Xbox One free games. I think it's gonna be 4 games per month instead of 2. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think I read that somewhere in a press release. So pretty damn awesome. You're gonna get more bang for your buck. But I think that's everything on my side. Obi, are there any big releases coming up in August and September maybe?
Yeah, hold on.
I know.
Because I'm Batman. Lol, still no damn internet. Stop watching porn, Yogi.
I know, right?
Back on porn! Yes, a few releases that are coming out August and September. Gears of War Ultimate. I know you already said that. I don't have any extra ones. And I know you just said all this shit too, so no, I don't have any.
I put a link in the show notes. Isn't that in there?
What link?
I put a
Oh,
link to the release dates that are coming out.
you didn't make it a link. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it doesn't let me do that on mobile.
You
I know
scrub.
Gears of War Ultimate's coming out. There was another big one this month, as far as what I was looking at.
The other big one is, you know what? Just give me a second. Magic Origins.
It's already out.
Let's see. Another one that's coming out in August, September. Everybody Goes Raptor. Gears of War, of course. Madden 16 is coming out for those that are big Madden players, and that's PC, PS4, and Xbox. Until Dawn is a game that's coming out here late August on the PS4 exclusively. September, Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, sorry. It's on all PS3, PS3, 4, 360, and Bone. It's going to be one of the bigger releases in September.
I'm surprised that wasn't pushed up because with all the stuff now with Kojima, remember Kojima left Konami, so I don't know how that's going to impact the game. Actually, I'm glad you mentioned that one because one of the games with Gold games right now on Xbox One is Metal Gear, the Ground Zeroes, which is it's the prequel or the intro for Phantom Pain.
Another one that's everybody's been kind of waiting on, from what I've been hearing, is Mighty Number 9 is coming out on the 15th.
That's basically Mega Man. That's the Mega Man game we're waiting for all this time.
Yep, that's the one we've been waiting for. Fractional Games and Traveler's Tales, Logo Dimensions, which is going to be, that's the kind of thing that I would get for my kid, kind of thing. So you might see Obi Jr. Jumping on stream and playing that Lego Dimensions. He's been asking for it already. Like, really? Do you even know what that is? Yeah, it's like Legos on video games. Okay, whatever. Sure.
It does look pretty cool. And I want to mention, too, because King Dean's in the chat, and I tried to warn him. I said, hey, that Ground Zeroes game that's free, there's people that actually paid for it. But I would not have paid for this. And he played it. He's like, dude, there was like 20 minutes of gameplay. Did people actually pay $20 for this? I'm like, yep. Sony fanboys probably did. Because somehow Metal Gear became a Sony-like franchise, even though it started on Nintendo. But I'm glad it's on all the platforms now. And actually, back on the original Xbox, Metal Gear Sons of the Patriots, right? That was one of the ones that was out there.
I want to talk. Can we talk about October too? Because that's the month I'm going to be
Oh,
spending money.
I mean, yeah, let's look ahead. I mean, see, October, November, December, that's the holiday season. We know
Uh
we're gonna
huh.
spend money then.
Uh huh.
What's coming
Because
October?
October, you got Uncharted, the Nathan Drake collection, Dragon Quest Heroes, that's PS4s, Rainbow Six
Ooh,
Siege,
Dragon Quest Heroes.
Assassin's Creed Syndicate, and Halo 5 Guardians. Come on!
I know it's a big month.
I don't want to
I'm
spend
glad
that.
those.
I got to, I guess.
I mean, it's nice that those games are coming in on October before that, because like November, December is gonna be brutal.
Well, like December, like with November, I mean, fuck, we'll go to the end of the year, I guess. But like with November, you're gonna have Black Ops 3's coming out. The Rise of the Tomb Raider is coming out. Fallout 4 is coming. That's the game that everybody's waiting for in November. And then of course Star Wars Battlefront for the Star Wars, which I will be getting that one more likely. There's too many in December to call out right now.
King Deem is with you. He's like, that's one of the games he's really looking forward to.
Mm-hmm.
Battlefront's really not on my radar right now, just because I have to be selective. I know my gaming habits, and I know if I get too many games, I'm gonna end up having a wall of shame. So I'm only gonna buy the things I know I'm really gonna play. At least
Fallout hype is real. I can say that, dude. Fallout 4, man. I'm really excited for it, but it also says that it's unconfirmed as well for 2015 Fallout 4. So that November 10th is a tentative date. If they have any more problems, they're gonna be like Blizzard and they're gonna freaking push it back again. It's probably till after the 1st. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, but I like Blizzard. They're not gonna put out crap, you know.
Yeah, but that's why they push that date, so because they don't want to put out shit. I mean, everybody's got problems, but
yeah,
they want.
I'd rather the game be delayed than have them put out an incomplete product.
Oh, definitely, dude. Definitely.
But hey, I'm gonna challenge everybody in the chat right now, and including you, Undeniable. Let's get some hype going. We just talked about some of the quarter 3 games. You know, August, October, and then August and September rather. Then October, November, December. That's the holiday season. That's quarter 3. That's when it gets all the big games come out. What are you guys hyped about? Let us know. Leave us a voicemail 206-415-4987. It doesn't matter what platform, but preferably PC or Xbox. I'm kidding.
Do it.
On PS4 too.
Do it now. Oh God. PS4 is kind of excluded from the talk.
No, we can talk about the PS4. I'm just I'm just busting chops.
As BFT says, all right, fuck you guys, I'm leaving. That's what happens. All right, screw you guys, I'm going home.
Yeah, and Undeniable was making a good point about Star Wars Battlefront. I think that's a game that's gonna rely more on the name than the actual gameplay. How can I mess it up? Because the original multiplayer experience in the Battlefront games before I like 1 and 2, so they really had to muck it up badly to a bad job. I don't know.
Well, I think if they don't like make it exactly like if they make it like Star Wars Online or something to where it's like an MMO type, more of an MMO than people want it to be, it's not gonna get. I don't think it's gonna go off very big.
See, that would be awesome, but that's not happening. Like if they made it like a kind of Destiny and Star Wars Galaxies kind of hybrid, that's what you're kind of saying.
Well,
like where it's.
Right. Well, I'm really shooting if I can get. I don't want Black Ops. I don't want that. Rise of the Tomb Raider. I don't really care. But like Fallout 4 is something that I'm gonna probably shoot for. If Fallout 4 comes out and so does Star Wars, I'll get Fallout 4 first because of the gameplay. Just because it's, from what I can see, it's better.
And you're guaranteed to get tons of gameplay out of Fallout. I mean, that's always a massive world to explore.
I mean,
you know?
Any Star Wars game that comes out now, you got hours of playtime, and I just don't. I would rather do a shooter like I play now with like CS:GO or something like that, to where I have that hours of return play. The replay value is really, really high for me. Because if anybody knows, for me, for every hour I spend, or for every $5, or for every $1 I spend, I want to get 5 hours worth of game time. So, game costs $30. I want 250 hours worth of game time. So,
Wait a minute, that math doesn't check out.
Doesn't it?
You said $5 for 3 hours of gameplay.
No, for every dollar spent, I want 5 hours playtime.
Oh, good lord! Damn, you're really picky.
I am,
I'm not
dude.
quite that picky.
But that's what I want. You know, for if it's a $30 game, I need to spend 250 hours. If it's a $60 game, I need to spend 500 hours. But that's just, I mean, think of the game. I mean, like if I go off and get Rainbow Six Siege, I know for a fact there are a bunch of people on my Steam list that will get that. So why wouldn't I get it with people? Because then I'll be able to play with friends and with other people that I meet. I think Rainbow will be interesting, but Fallout will be first to buy for me as well. Oh, thanks. Yeah, undeniable. That's. If Fallout 4 is actually confirmed for November 10th, I will forego the Siege in October to wait for the Fallout 4. But do I have to do math for this stream? No, you don't. He's like, I'm out of here. Nope, we're taking care of all the math.
My bad.
Yogi just kind of he's pissed off that he doesn't have internet, so it's called salty adding. So sometimes you add or take away things that you shouldn't. I do it all the time.
By the way, Obi, I have something we could both be salty about.
Don't. No,
I got in on a bunch of betas and alphas, right? And Motiga sent me an invite for Gigantic. And I'm gonna be able to play on PC and on Xbox One. They haven't confirmed the testing period for the Xbox One, but that's coming soon. That's what they keep telling me.
Well, then I guess just everybody fucking hates me then.
No, and it gets better. I got into the Fable Legends alpha, and right before the internet stuff.
I'm gonna stick with it. Everybody fucking hates me then. Cause that's retarded. I mean, I've been wanting to get freaking Gigantic. You know. Just
retweet whenever I've tweeted them. Retweet my stuff and then jump into that conversation, and they'll pay attention to you. That should be enough to get you in, because they're paying attention to the Geeky Antics Twitter and my personal one. They've actually been very responsive. I like Motiga. They're a good company. Though it's gonna be rough. You know, Morgana was talking in the chat about Overwatch, and then you got Battleborn and Gigantic, and I know they're different, but they're kind of the same. It's gonna be a tough space for them. You know, they gotta get the timing just right. Yes, they got the Fable Alpha. You should still be able to sign up for it. Try to get in there.
Fable? No, I'm good on Fable.
Now, the other thing a lot of people were upset about, I've heard from a few people, including King Dean, that they were doing this promotion to get on a Rainbow Six Siege beta, and a lot of people got a notification saying they got accepted into the beta program, and then they said it was a mistake, and they just sent them like this really whack apology. So that's kind of a shame. So yeah, King Dean's got the hookup, and he's got the info in the chat. Yeah, King Dean's been writing Wingman with me. So Gigantic, one of the devs from Gigantic, added him on Twitter. So like I said, they're paying attention to our crew. So get involved with us, and
I've just come to understand they don't like me. It's okay.
No. The thing is, you're messing with Thor. He's a great guy, but he's a DTD.
No, I'm not messing with Thor anymore.
No, I'm saying you were messing with him. Like, you can't rely on him. Thor's like that guy that everybody knew in high school that always had like tall tales to share, and always had he always brought the hype, like Peter Molyneux. But then when it came down to actually delivering, it was like he was just that guy. Like I knew a guy at one of my old jobs. He lived out in Staten Island, and he could get you a deal on anything. Like, he'd always jump in a conversation, talk to a friend. Oh, I want to get that new phone they have, and he's like, man, I can get you for that. Don't buy it there. I get it for you like half the price. I'm like, really? Like, yeah. Just hold off on it. I'll get you a deal on it. Then you wait like a month, and then he's like, oh yeah, what happened was, like, I love people like that. Anyway, I went off on a tangent. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm going to be mad for a little while, so thanks for making me salty, Yogi.
I'm sorry. By the way,
Blame YogiZilla, everybody. He's the one that made Obi-Wan X2 salty for this stream.
undeniable. I just want to say, if you pre-order the Division, we'll be able to play before anyone else because Xbox One is the preferred platform for the Division. The what is it? November or no, December. You could play the beta. Oh man. King Dean, I caught what you said. No one's gonna get that reference, but I know what you're saying, man. Goose is one of those people. We have plenty of those friends. All promises, no delivery.
Try again, King. Try again, King. I got you, bro.
Chat's moving really fast. Holy crap! But yeah, that's pretty much all for the news. Any other releases? Be anything else on the horizon? Obi?
No.
Okay. Because you're taking point on this stuff right now. Because I don't have access to everything right now. Usually I have the press releases in front of me and all that crap.
Well, do you have your first initial impressions for Magic Origins? Did you give that out?
Yeah, I said that earlier. I said it out in order. Sorry, I'm bouncing around.
Okay.
No, we're good.
Well, guys, we're gonna just keep moving on. The next topic, I don't know if we're actually gonna do this, but deals for cheap bastards like us. Yeah.
That's not the Obi hype. Nah. I will not accept that.
That's not the Obi hype. Come on, I don't want that. Deals for cheap bastards.
What the hell?
I don't know.
That's the Dukes of Hazzard version?
I'm being a cheap bastard. Leave me alone, you bastard ass.
They called you out in the chat. They said, "Uh-oh, Obi-Wan X2 is still salty. PJ Salt."
It's all right. It's all right. Yeah, piss me off, guys. It's okay. Guy, Yogi. You got personal notes you want to read?
So I forgot what I put on your side, but the games with gold.
It says remind you about Naturo Ultimate Ninja Storms on sale Steam.
Oh, right. Yes. Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm, the fighting game in the Naruto universe. They have Ultimate Ninja Storm 3 and Ultimate Ninja Storm Revolution, if I'm not mistaken, for like under 10 and 20 and $10 respectively, like half price or something. I'm really tempted because I love those games. I love that. I know that's mainstream as hell, and I'm usually a hipster, but I love Naruto. I love all the characters. I love that art style. I love the way those games play. I might be jumping on this and playing that on the PC. I mean, and it has Game Pass support, so it won't make a difference between playing that or on a console or PC. But yeah, it's a good deal on Steam. Games with gold, as we mentioned before, Metal Gear Ground Zeroes. I think there's a Metro game on there. Ooh, gas. Excuse me. And they have Many Me on there again, which is a really interesting game where you have to replicate yourself. It's like Multiplicity, but with like chippies or weird little cute creatures. It's hard to describe. You have to play it. It's like a puzzle action platformer type thing. It's me. And it's free, so what do you have to complain about? This beer is really setting in right now. Fast forward this part. What, for the deals? Oh, because you don't want to spend your money. Gotcha. Not too many deals. I mean, did I put in there the Humble Bundle this week, Obi?
You did.
You want to share that one?
No, you put Humble Bundle, G2A, CD keys, Xbox, and other deals.
Okay, so I didn't put... I thought I put it in there. The Humble Bundle with the one you got with the Freedom Planet and Mercenary Kings is no longer available, sad face. And they're like 2 days ago as of now. But they do have games from Japan bundle, and they have, and BFT's gonna love this, they have Warhammer, the Warhammer bundle on there. So get over there, humblebundle.com. Always a great deal to be had, and it's for good cause. You're helping charity out, and you get to save some money. So what's there not to love? Now this one, King Dean found. Apparently Costco, since no one really thinks about them for video games, and I've always known this. Like if you go to Costco, sometimes they have bins with video games dirt cheap. because that's not really something they sell a lot of. And they had on their online store, they had Sunset Overdrive, but the Xbox One, of course, on sale for $20. Then on a Microsoft store, they had the season. I don't know if it's still going, but the season pass bundle was on sale for $20. And there's a lot of stuff you get: web packs and skins and all kinds of outfits and stuff. It's crazy. But the reason, the funny thing about this is that the Sunset Overdrive sale on Costco apparently sold out within like a few hours, because I know King Dean was trying to get it, and he went to buy it so we could play it online when I finally get my internet back, and it was gone by the time we went for it. Undeniable One says, fighting games like that, my littles beg me to play Smash Brothers. You know, the Naruto games have a lot more polish than the Smash Brothers game, like a lot more combo systems, and kind of finesse to them. But they're also they also are nice for button smashes as well. So Warhammer, the Warhammer games are like I think they have the Space Hulk games in there, the 40K game, bunch of stuff, whatnot in there. And this Costco deal, the Costco deals, keep an eye out for them because they've been doing it on the online store. So if you have a membership card, you can get it online. I think, what is it, like? You remember what's the Costco membership now? Will be like
45 a year.
$45. Yeah.
Somewhere
so if
in
you
there.
do a lot of, if you have a big family, you do a lot of bulk purchases, it pays for itself. It's kind of like Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
We used to have one. We don't have one now. And yes, you do have to have the card to buy from them. Yeah, that's the catch. So yeah, it wouldn't make sense to just pay $45 to get the game for $20, but you know, it's one of those things where, like, especially if you do a lot of bulk purchasing, like there's a lot of things you go through. Like for us, it's you can't buy milk in bulk, but we go through peanut butter pretty hard. Cheese we go through like crazy. Cold cuts we go through like crazy. You know, Costco tends to have all the big things of everything. So you probably wouldn't want to get cold cuts in bulk. That probably wouldn't last very long. But cheese you get away with. And I think that's all the other deals I got. Are there any other deals that I missed, Sobi?
No.
Cool. So to recap, HumbleBundle.com and the Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm.
Well, EA Origin. I mean, if you want to go that Origin, on the house game is Zuma's Revenge.
Is it still Zuma's?
I believe so.
It should still be them. Yeah, I jump on that. That's a fun game. Have you played it yet, Obi?
No, I haven't. Yeah, it's still that's still on the house right now.
You're still avoiding EA Origin.
I really am, dude.
It's a fun game though. It's they haven't done that, like it didn't do that more to improve it since the original, but it's enough of a change to keep it fresh. It's cool, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm I'm still trying to stay away from EA, but
I don't blame you. I think that I'm really realizing that they need to do right by gamers, and they're trying to fix their mistakes. So we'll see. The EA
well, when they finally put out a complete game, I might go back to them.
Yeah, but that's like all the big studios, all the big publishers, all the big studios is just, people were talking about on the Worst Radio Show's channel about how hard it is to get a job with a AAA studio. I'm like, why would you want to work for a AAA studio? They don't care about the art as much. They don't care about the creating games they would like to play. They don't care about the creative process of innovating. It's all about what franchises can we milk, how fast can we get this out there, and how can we stretch this release out, and spread out the content in DLC. How much value can we detract from the release product and spread out as DLC content to maximize our profits? And that's kind of the whole approach. And I hate to say it, but it's become a big money business. There's still quality out there. I mean, there's franchises you can't ignore, but you don't go to if you want to get into the gaming industry, it's so easy now. There's so many ways for you to get into game development. Uh, you have Engine, you have Unreal Engine, tons of free tools you could use, things like Blender. I mean, there's SDKs you could download to start getting into mobile development. So many things you could do. There's so many resources online for free. There's nothing stopping anyone from just becoming an indie developer and hooking up with other people trying to do the same thing. You know, you might have to moonlight, but anybody can join the gaming industry. If you really have an idea that you're passionate about, just do it. It might take you some time, it might take you a few years to get it out there, but you know, there's nothing stopping you. And I mean, I'm kicking myself because I'm putting out for lots of projects myself, but just do it.
Yeah, just do it, guys. Do it.
Yeah, an undeniable one is with you, Obi. She doesn't like the safeguards the Origin has. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, I just don't. I don't know.
Security with these big companies is always something troublesome, shall we say?
Yeah, more than not. Yeah. Anyway, I think we're at this part, so I'm just gonna do it and see what happens, just because.
Oh yeah.
Quickie. Summer TV favorites, guys, analyzed and spoiled. Now our favorite TV this summer in a little more depth. We're going deeper, boys. We're gonna make her scream. Now, we were talking about this last week a little bit. We touched into it, some of the summer shows that we watch that we like to watch as a group sometimes. I don't think we're doing any shows like that this week. I don't think, or this summer, I don't think we're doing any group viewings. Something I would like to do for some of this winter shows, because there are a bunch of shows that are coming back out here in about a month that are the winter episodes. So we'll see what happens. But some of the few that I've actually brought up for myself, which are some of the, and these are the summer TV favorites. Now we're going to talk a little bit of anime too. But for me, you know, the Arrow, that's not a summer show, but Marvel of Agents Shield, or Shield, what is it? Agents of Shield, I guess. Which you guys can hear about all that with at the
It's a
Agents
fall
of
show
Shield
too.
cast.
Are you watching that now?
I'm rewatching the last season to catch up for this one.
Yeah.
Which it's a fall show, but there's damn, I done lost everything. Suits is a good one that I watched during the summertime, which it comes out, it's almost over for the season, which is the last season. Falling Skies is another one if you guys like the alien invasion taking over the world, and then a group of mercenaries basically try to take it back. Which it's getting pretty good to me. I mean, we talked about this last week, so I kind of deleted it all out of my head. So I'm going to let Yogi get into some of his deep moments that he needs to get into. Yeah. Obi's going deep on little cartoons.
Oh, did someone get banned in the chat?
I don't know.
Obi? Hold on. Let me make sure they're unbanned. I don't know why Nightbutt's being such a butt.
King Deem, he doesn't have, you gotta put him as a reg.
Yeah, I just
Go ahead and
you should
go
be
deep
able,
on your anime, dude.
You should be able to add reg, Obi. But so just quick recap. I mentioned the Whispers a lot recently, and I just found out, I think it's on hiatus. I haven't found out the details. I hope it's just like, you know, a 2-week hiatus type thing, or a 3-week hiatus, like some shows do, and they'll come back. Because I'm really enjoying that, and I'm like, no! So we'll see what happens. Because I was under the impression that show was doing well. The summer series is so... That's actually a summer series. It released in the summer, and, you know, I imagine out of all the stuff that's out right now, like live, actively being released, I think this is the best show out there that I can think of. I don't know what else is out there, but try to avoid regular TV because it's dangerous. It doesn't cancel a lot of shows. But anyway, anime. So anime has really been it for me. It's usually a safer thing. Oh, thank you, Obi. Obi's on top of it, yo. I thought I did that already. But, King Dean, now you have the power. But I thought I modded him, too.
Don't abuse it.
Yeah, don't abuse it. Don't abuse the power. Don't be linking weird things during the show. Like My Little Pony. That's after the show. So
Wow.
we talked a lot about anime last week on episode 85 of HorsePLAY Live, and just to recap, anime comes in a lot of different flavors. And if you've been hesitant about anime, because I know my wife is like that, she's like, oh, all that anime stuff is all pedophilia and perverts and blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, you're talking about hentai, and what you're talking about is a subsect of hentai, but there's so much stuff out there. I mean, hentai itself.
Well, I just watched the there's one that I watched, which we'll get into it more, but Virtual Fighter, and that's all they did about the two girls. They were like, oh, look at her tits, guys, oh my god, like, that's not anime if they're not drooling over some titties. I mean, real people, I'm real and I drool over the titties, come on. That's why I watch anime, the boobs.
Yeah, and hentai, which roughly translates to pervert, that comes in a lot of different flavors itself. You have the yaoi, the furry, the ecchi, and there's a bunch of stuff in there. But this anime.
Furry.
Anime is like, I guess anime. I would liken anime to like Japanese, or just actually a lot of Asian countries, is like what reality television is for us. Like, Americans love reality television, even though it's garbage, but we freaking eat it up, Jerry Springer and the Kardashians or whatever else people watch, the Wahlburgers, people love that shit.
I watch
because we have like that voyeuristic kind of culture.
I love Wahlburgers.
What's that?
I love the show Wahlburgers, man.
I get it.
That's the only reason why I ate. That's why the only reason why I ate at the restaurant.
Did you?
It's expensive as shit, but it's good food.
Yeah, it's like I wouldn't eat at what's his face? Bam. What's his face name? The guy goes bam. You know what I'm talking about?
Diamond Dallas Page.
No. Yeah, he does that too.
He goes bang.
No, he goes bang. But I'm talking about bam with an M.
I don't know.
What's his face? Oh my gosh, it's gonna hit me later.
Is it a wrestler?
No. It's a chef. He used to be big on Food Network, and then he did his own thing.
Bam.
Italian, kind of Italian dude.
Oh, that.
And they take for seasoning. They take for seasoning.
Yeah,
he's like, bam.
He's on the morning show with all those women.
Amber Lagasse, thank you.
Oh, there it is.
I cannot think of his name.
I couldn't either, and I wasn't watching chat.
Once again. But he's got a bunch of restaurants too, and they're super expensive. And I'm like, so it's all like a big marketing play. Hey, more power to them. But he's not a wrestler. Can you imagine Amber Lagasse wrestling?
I'm sorry, dude. I thought that's because I thought I don't know.
Oh,
leave me alone. John Cena owns a restaurant, so I don't.
He does like the Cajun seasonings, because isn't he originally from Louisiana? I think that's where he's based out of. So he does a lot of the Cajun seasoning and the blackened this, blackened that, which I'm a big fan of. I like this stuff. But anyway, how did we get there? Who knows? I don't even know. So flavors of anime. So we talked about how they have epic story. They have the harem, which is like lots of girls and one guy, kind of thing. They have the gag animes where it's just all slapstick and whatnot. Parodies, which kind of go hand in hand with gag, but they're more making fun of something else that's similar to it, or making fun of tropes. Then you have Lolicon, which isn't necessarily hentai, but it's where you have like a lot of the like chibis and cute little girls, and it's like okay, that's just some of the many flavors that are out there. You get the ones that are more soapy, and there's a lot of overlap too. And I think there's so much variety in anime. That's why I get so excited about it. There's something for everyone if you give it a real shot. So, if you think that it's all about,
boobies. Sorry.
Yeah, it's not about just the TNA. Though plenty of that.
Shit, it is for me.
So.
Just saying.
So last week we talked about Tokyo Ghoul, the Fate series, and Beelzebub, but I didn't mention World Trigger, which was recommended to me by King Dean, and I finally finished it recently. And I really appreciate this series. It's ongoing. They're up to episode 40, I believe, right now. And I like this about World Trigger is that the protagonist is not your typical hero, but he's not an anti-hero either. He's just an everyday guy that has a great sense of justice and dedication to people, and he just develops skills little by little. Like, he doesn't have natural talent. He's not really strong. He's very smart though and resourceful. So he starts to learn how to assess battle situations and take advantage of opponent's weakness. So it's really cool. One of the scenes in there, and I don't want to spoil too much, but he fights someone that's like way out of his league, and he loses like a cajillion rounds. Really not that many, but then he like ties for one of the rounds, and they're like, "Well, that's impossible. This guy's like, several ranks ahead of him. He shouldn't be able to beat him," and he did, or tie with him, which is just as bad as losing anyway. And then a lot. This show reminds me a lot about Naruto because it has lovable characters, epic story arcs. It's got explosive action. It's got, they even have their own take on the Chunin exams from Naruto. So, cartoon memories. I don't get it. Sorry. Well, we men, we have a fascination with boobs any way they come. That's just a thing. We can't help it. Especially if we were breastfed. We're conditioned to love them. Oh my god. And King Dee's laying down more anime recommendations. So yeah, World Trigger, I'm really loving that. I can't wait till they put out more episodes. I might have to wait for them to back up a little bit because I can't I can't watch some anime as they come out, because then you watch that one episode, you're like, oh, what happens next? So that one's ongoing, and I'm gonna probably wait for a few weeks before, so they get a few of them in the bank. So World Trigger, check that out. The whole premise of World Trigger is that aliens invade Earth, and thousands of people get killed. But then it turns out that there was a task force that I guess they knew this was going to happen eventually. They were preparing for it, and they end up fighting the aliens and then sending them back. And the thing is, the aliens come into Earth through these portals, these wormholes, so they can come out anywhere they want. So they found a way to direct the wormholes in concentrated areas, so they kind of cordon off certain areas as like forbidden zones, and so they can have battles with the aliens, the invaders in these zones. But the neat thing about it is that as they defeat the alien invaders, they take their technology and repurpose them to use it against the aliens. So like everybody has these things called triggers, which give them special like abilities, different kind of like weapons and stuff, and it's for me. You gotta check it out. So BFT has some recommendations already. No Game No Life, Full Metal Alchemist. Oh, Full Metal Alchemist is definitely a great one, especially if you like the feels. It's an epic story too. Especially that's one of the few shows that like depicts like the relationship between two brothers, like that, those family bonds. It's not really about romance. Like a lot of stories are about romantic relationships, but this is about the bond between two brothers, and that's beautiful too. No Game No Life, I put it up there with like Dot Hack, Sword Art Online. What's the other one? Log Horizon. All these kind of like video game immersion, like virtual reality type things. Yeah. Yeah. So King James says a big thing. I don't want to spoil too much of it, but one of the big things about it is that everybody has a life force. In some universes they call it chi or ki. Here they call it Trion. Everybody possesses Trion, and these aliens are coming to Earth to harvest humans because humans have a lot of Trion, some more than others. But yeah, World Trigger, definitely check it out. All right. So anyway, moving it along before I put Obi to sleep. So the Fate Zero and Fate Stay Night Weird names, I know. Again, good call on this BFT. I do have to say that I regret watching Stay before Zero, because Zero really ended on a rather dark note, and it was a much darker series as a whole. I feel like, um, though it did have some comedic relief here, especially with Ryder. He was a cool character, very lovable. But I would probably recommend watching it in chronological order, not in release order, because Zero is a prequel, and I would actually say watch that first before you watch Stay. Some people may say otherwise, but that's the way I wish I had seen it. Plus, Zero, Fate Stay Night has the romantic elements in there, which I like to feel, so I'm a sucker for that. Um, and you see the softer side of one of the main characters, so that's cool. King Deem also noticed that there's a lot of continuity issues between the two series, even though they're supposed to be connected, and they do fill in a lot of gaps, but there are some things you notice that are not consistent across the series, but still, it's a great universe to check into. BFT, I think BFT is with me too. Like he likes Fate Stay more than Zero. Yeah, I definitely love Fate Stay. Zero was great. Definitely not taking anything from it. But if you watch Stay first and then you watch Zero, it's like what? It feels you appreciate some of the backfill and some of the background, but I don't know. Something is lacking something. They have other. Oh, you like Zero more? Okay, I stand corrected. They have some spin-offs too, where they have some alternate things. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into it. There's a lot. Apparently, the Fate universe is huge, so I'm gonna have to look into more of the stuff there. And I'm missing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you
What's
are.
going on in the chat? Holy crap! And BFT, okay, BFT does agree with me. Ryder is the best. Ryder is awesome. Oh, King Deem like Zero better. Really? Okay. I guess I'm the weirdo. I'm a sucker for the romantic plot.
Freaking weirdo.
Well, I saw the main thing for me. If you guys watch Fate, I liked how Saber was more humanized in Stay. Like if they had Saber's personality in Zero, it would have been perfect. But in Zero, I really appreciate how I can appreciate her sense of justice, but she's such a stiff. So the way she becomes a lot more humanized in Stay is a lot better. I thought Ultimate Blade. Oh, Ultimate Blade Works is Stay from the perspective of another character, right? And then Heaven. So Kingdom recommends watching Fate after you watch Zero, and then Stay. Watch Ultimate Blade Works, which if I'm not mistaken is Stay from the perspective of one of the other characters, and then Heaven. I forgot what story is that. Oh, so you like the Dark better? Ah, okay. So some clarification. BFT says Fate Stay Night has 3 possible stories: Fate, Unlimited Blade Works, and Heaven's Feel. Unlimited Blade Works is from the perspective of Archer, right? And they branch with Shiro, Saber. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Moving on though. Got 2 more, and then we're gonna move on to the next stuff. Beelzebub. Over there. Beelzebub. Now this one is just good, dumb fun. This show is so ridiculous, Obi. You gotta watch it. It's got a naked baby that's got a dingling hanging out all the time. He freaking makes the funniest sounds. He does these little dances where he's like, he's just so cute. He's a cute little baby that's got attitude. It's great. But then they have other lovable characters and
Not the mama,
just
not
great.
the mama, not the mama.
Yeah, see, kind of dinosaurs, kind of like that, a baby with attitude. Yeah, see. So if you're like the baby from Dinosaurs, you should love Beelzebub. But it's just it's just good clean fun. In terms of plot, don't expect much of much continuity or much of a story arc. But it's fun. It's some good action, and it's just great. Yeah, and then it has one of the best songs ever. Don't Touch Me. Just watch it. It's great. The outro song mid season, second season. Yeah, it will be second season. It's great. Yeah, it's like Shin Chan mixed with I don't know, Dragon Ball Z. We'll just say that. Yes, and Shin-Chan is still running. I'm surprised it's still going. It has a very classic feel to it. But yeah, Bees Above, definitely check it out. Sadly, this is one of those series that ended abruptly. And this is my warning. A lot of anime does end abruptly, either because it gets canceled, and then there's so much anime out there. The chances are it's going to be canceled, or the creator will just get bored with it, or just say, all right, here's the ending. You make up what happens afterwards in your own head, or they'll continue in the manga. And this is one of those where they ended with no real closure, but then they made fun of themselves and other anime to end the same way. I think they did it on purpose. Like, they knew they were going to be canceled, so they said, let's make fun of how like other anime series never really end on a complete note. So I actually kind of like what they did there. They didn't take themselves too seriously, but it also made me sad. Like, I wish there was more. Last one, Tokyo Ghoul. I rewatched Tokyo Ghoul recently, and then I watched Tokyo Ghoul Route A. It's on about 24 episodes together, I think. And we gotta watch it in that order because the continuity is seamless. Now, this anime is really gruesome. It's very much like horror in terms of the gore and everything, but then there's some very human elements, and there's some feels in there, and it's just it's great. And apparently, the series is still going as a manga, and there's supposed to be another anime called Tokyo Ghoul RE. And what some of the fans are speculating, spoilers, is that the main character gets into an epic battle with one of the best. See, I don't want to get too deep into it. I don't want to take too long already. But there's a task force called CCG, Counter Ghoul something, a commission of Counter Ghoul, that they fight people, these human beings that are ghouls when they're not really humans, but they're humanoid, and they're ghouls that they're humanoid creatures that feed on humans. Some are peaceful and only eat corpses, and some attack, whoever they feel like. So there's this task force, and they got all these different fighters and all this stuff. And so at the end of the whole series, the main character, who's a hybrid human ghoul, fights. You assume that's what happens. Fights their best fighter from CCG, and apparently in the manga, he loses the battle, and then he gets amnesia, but he doesn't die, and then they end up bringing him into the CCG to fight other evil ghouls. But because of that, his sacrifice, he's able to create more peace between ghouls and humans, and kind of bridge that gap. And so I don't know if they're gonna put that anime. I don't know if the anime will be coming, but now I want to read the manga. Holy crap! Every time I look back in the chat, there's a lot of stuff going on. Anyway, that's all the anime I have.
No, there's nothing going on in the chat except fucking girl issues. What the fuck?
Girl issues?
I'm already saying we don't need to. They're all talking about equality and fuck that. I'm an asshole. No equality for shit. And yes, I have bought my wife those things, and I don't want to talk about it. Balls.
What did I miss?
A lot.
Hashtag
a lot. Went from salty dog to rage face. Come on.
Apparently.
That is one of the first emotes I'll get when I can, either if I go to Patreon or Twitch. Rage face emote. That's it. It's true love, but I still don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, I bought it my wife. I bought my wife pad.
You have to, man.
The intimate item.
Some guys are like, oh my god, you go up in the checkout, like you go to a girl register or a guy register. I don't give a with the first one open. I don't care. Are these pads for you? All I do is look at the guy and go, you're a fucking dickhead. Give me another register. I don't care. I will make a scene in the store. You can ask my wife. If somebody says that to me, I will be like, do you have a problem, bro? And I will scream it. Like, a manager will be over there like that. I'm going to be like, this douchebag wants to talk shit about me picking up pads for my wife or tampons for my wife. It's a shit. It's what you do. Got to do what you got to do. I'm getting so frustrated about it. I don't even want to talk about the shit anymore because I'm stuttering.
Yeah, it's not like, I can see where someone could be embarrassed. I never got that. I can see that someone could be embarrassed if, like, you're buying antifungal vaginal cream That'd be a little awkward.
I mean, she needs to come up here and get that shit, bro, by herself. But if it's like pads or if it's just something that happens monthly off the norm, oh no, I'm not a guy anymore because I buy tampons for my wife. Who cares? Ugh.
Yeah. I never got to hang up on that because it's a natural bleed thing. I mean, that doesn't bother me.
Women bleed
People have
once
too
a
many
month
hang-ups.
for 7 fucking days. Why are they not dead? Beyond me. I have no idea.
It's a maturity thing for sure, but some people never grow out of that. It's like the weirdest thing.
Right. Well, like my friend,
look.
one of my friends in high school, he's the same age as I am, almost 35 years old, and he's like, oh, God, no, I'll never buy that stuff for my wife. You will. No, I won't. Well, guess what he did last week? Hey, man, you want to go to the store with me? Why? I'm going to buy my wife pads. Nope, you're on your own, bro. I'm busy.
I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. Like, I don't care. I'll go to I'll be that guy that goes check out one item and it'll be anal lube. I don't care.
Last time I went and bought pads, it was funny. They were on sale, so she says, just pick them up for next month or whatever. They were on sale, and I said to the guy at the registry, he goes, "Damn." I was like, "Yeah, we're teaching first aid." Because I had a box of tampons and a box of pads, and then the pads were like on the ones on sale, and I was like, "Yeah, we're teaching first aid." He goes, "Wait, what?" I was like, "Yeah, man, women's products, feminine products are the best first aid tools in the world, and they're like free."
Nice.
Yeah, we had a guy overseas that he went to one of the girls in the unit and says, "Hey, I need a tampon." And his nose was just bleeding like crazy. She's like, okay, she cut it. She even cut it, and she even knew what it was for. She took it out, cut it in half. They shoved one half of each nose, and he was fine. Absorb it, guys.
Yeah, it's practical. There's a lot of uses for the things.
Dude,
but undeniable, I have no hang-ups buying any kind of personal products for my better half. That doesn't bother me. I don't care if it's
and then
fungal cream.
If someone gets
cream.
shot, minding if it's like an open chest wound or something, but if someone gets shot in the leg or something, all the girl has to do is pull a pad out, put it on there, wrap it around with your sleeve or something, and that's just as good as a bandage. It'll help you get to the hospital.
Hey, that'll help you in the zombie apocalypse, guys.
Exactly. Buy pads.
Stock up on them now.
Well, I wouldn't say all that. As soon as it hits, as soon as that zombie apocalypse hits, go to the store and steal every single pad. Just take them. They're not going to need the money.
And now it's suddenly got into anal leakage in the chat.
Anal leakage for some people is atrocious. I've never had that issue. But if I were, I would say you could use a pad. I don't know about sticking a tampon up there, but pad would be probably... We're not talking about... Go ahead, stick a tampon up your ass, Cole Yogi. There you go. It'll make you feel more like a man. Anal leakage or not, I'm sticking no tampon up my ass. That's not gonna happen. If you're comfortable with your thing, go ahead, bro. It's like, ew.
I'm comfortable. Nothing makes me lose my manlyhood. That's what my wife is for. She's the one that makes me feel emasculated.
Well, she's the one that's got your balls in her purse.
Yeah.
Not mine.
That's what the wife's for.
Not mine. She did not take my balls and put them in her purse. I voluntarily gave them to her.
Yeah.
I said, you just hold on to these until I want them back. Make her feel
Just
more
keep
important.
Keep them safe.
Keep them warm for me.
What's his face? Gold member. Remember him?
Yeah.
From the Austin Power movies.
Mm-hmm.
He had the little tin where he kept the scabs. I'm gonna keep it safe for you.
Keep these warm for you. Anyway, now.
I know we went long on that quickie. That's a rather long quickie.
Hey,
So we can
sometimes
skip
the stamina's just there, bro. Sometimes you're like, oh, baby, that's all it's gonna be is like 5 minutes. Let's do it. And she's like, okay, hurry, we gotta go. And you're just like, fuck, I'm 10 minutes later, baby, we have to go. I'm trying. Will you shut the hell up while I'm trying to do this? You know, sometimes it happens.
So what do you say we do some quick shout out?
That graphic moment there.
Yeah, the moment that I grab, I'm trying to keep moving.
Now, usually, guys, we do a Man Crushes Geek Girls. We're going to fly through this really, really fast. You know, if you guys want to be a Man Crushes Geek Girl at some point, please send it to us via our voicemail hotline or our email, 206-415-4987, and email at it's mail@geekyantics.net. All right, guys, first off, we're going to throw out a couple. I'm going to throw out a couple just because these guys are they're faithful. You know, and then of course the site I'm with, but Flying Squirrel Girl. We're gonna link this in chat for all of you, and of course the community that I play with, Gun and Gamers. So if you guys like the kind of community, oh crap, what did I do? If you guys like those kind of communities, Gun and Gamers is a farm sim. Flying Squirrel Girl, another girl gamer, girl mom, or another mom gamer at that just loves to have fun and stream. So, guys, go check these two out. Yogi, you want to throw out a couple real quick before I get the list going?
Yeah, so I'm just going to skip this area section because I know we usually have a lot of shout-outs.
Okay.
You guys all know who you are, but my main man crushes and geek girls this week are all the people that have been supporting our friends over at the Worst Radio Show on Twitch, twitch.tv/the Worst Radio Show. That community has been amazing. Everybody's so engaged over there, and it's just great seeing everybody just get together and making things happen and supporting a gang like that. And I'm happy because I know that at one point Kevin was very discouraged because they weren't getting the results they wanted. I said, just stick with it, keep doing what you guys do, and people are going to respond to it. And sure enough, they're blowing up. And trust me, it's not an overnight thing. I mean, it's only been a few months for them, but it's because they did not give up and they kept staying true to what they do.
Exactly.
And they're doing big things.
Mm-hmm. Some of the other real quick gang members that we like to shout out, of course, is or not just gang members, just people we really feel like are moving up in the world, I guess you could call it, right? Or just the people that we love, guys. B-Team Podcast, The Worst Radio Show, R9 Cast, Gaming Death Podcast, 42 Level 1, Zombie Cast, Knuckleballer Radio, Atari 2600 Game by Game, Two Dudes in an NES, Gregory Poet, Cupcake MV, Cupcake Noms, Morgana Freya, Melly Dunn 3, Gods of Mayhem, Brandykins 1982, Craft of Heroes of the Storm, Build Guide, A Worthy Opponent, Retro Junkies Network, Tangent Bond Network, Blood Pods Network, Hotcast, Stormcast, and the lovable Renee Bones. All those guys, you guys know who you are. We love you very much. Thank you for doing what you do and entertaining us, all right? Yeah?
Word.
That's the word of the day, is word. But now for our feature presentation. Anyway, why SEGA still matters. Does it? Really? With all the bad Sonic
Absolutely.
games out there, is SEGA still relevant? I think it is. Franchise games SEGA developed. Sonic Team. They did more than Sonic, guys. They really did. Yogi, I know Yogi's going to talk about this a little bit more in depth. I didn't do any research on this week because I've been busy. But, Yogi, take it away, man.
The chat's cracking me up. So, we don't really have a particular structure for this segment. It's just there's a little love to say it because I've been hearing from a lot of people, like people taking little jabs at SEGA because they've been putting out some stinkers. The Sonic games that have been coming out haven't been very great. I will give you that. But SEGA's still doing work. And there's a lot of games that SEGA is still putting out. There's a lot of franchises that they've been successful with that I'll take credit for. Now, first let's talk about some of the SEGA franchises and video games that they've developed, not the games that they published, they put their name on. All right. So these are just no particular order. Some of my favorites. We got Mafia, Afterburner, Baku Baku or Baku Baku Animal, Blazing Heroes, Choo Choo Rocket, Burning Rangers, Clockwork Knight, Columns, Dragon Force, Eternal Champions, Fantasy Zone, Fighting Vipers, Golden Axe, Hang On, Magic Knight Raid Earth, Rent a Hero, Shinobi, Streets of Rage, Virtua Cop, Obi, right? Virtua
Oh,
Cop, Street Fighter.
I'm done.
Yeah.
What?
Yakuza,
Ooh.
and Zaxxon. Now, that's just to name a few. And of course, we also have the House of the Dead games and all that stuff. There's a lot of games that they put out. Some of these are still active franchises in some way, shape, or form. And I don't think people get credit. People just think Sonic when they think about them. Knights is another one. I know you can say that's basically just another Sonic game, but Knights is a great game. I don't care what anyone says. When you look at franchises like, actually, I would say some of their best franchises, Yakuza. Some people say Yakuza is the series that is a more polished, deeper Shenmue, which I love Shenmue. I think Shenmue is a great game. People take parts of that game too. They say it's overrated. Whatever. Haters gonna hate. Panzer Dragoon. I love all the games in that series, especially Panzer Dragoon Saga. And Dragon Force. That's one that people didn't get to play out mainly because of the Japanese import. But everyone that's played these games falls absolutely in love. Some other ones that people forget about. Alpha Protocol, which I know our friends over at allgames.com on a B-Team podcast and Gaming History 101 have been talking about for their game club on Gaming History 101. Alpha Protocol is amazing. And the game came out like, what, 6 years ago? And I think it was originally supposed to be a release game for the 360 and PS3, but it didn't work out that way. But it's one of those games that initially wasn't well received. It was delayed, so that didn't help. But the people that do get to play it end up loving it. It's a cult classic now. And it's funny, too, because it goes on sale so often, and a lot of people own it, but only maybe like a third of the people that own it actually played it. If you own this game on Steam or whatever, give it a shot. I got to play it again myself. I've only played part of it, and when I did get to play, I loved, but there's just so much vying for my attention. I think it was just a situation where there was just bad timing, because this game, if it was released at the right time, it would have been much better received. Another game is like that is Binary Domain. That game is amazing too. And then I think about games that people have definitely forgotten about. Space Channel 5. You ever played that, Obi?
No.
That's a fun rhythm game. You should try it for a good laugh. It's like Parappa the Rapper with a sexy girl instead. Now, not all some of these I just mentioned are not Sega developed, but something about, I feel like games that have that Sega label on them, I always feel like I can confide in that purchase. Like, I rarely have to think twice about buying a game that has a Sega label on it, because in my experience, I've never bought a really bad Sega game. I can't say that about other publishers. There's just something about when I buy a Sega game, it's always, and maybe I'm a fanboy, but I always feel like they have unique mechanics and some kind of magic that other games lack. Like I think they're good about identifying the innovators and the fresh new ideas.
Because I'm Batman, 3 inches at 100 miles an hour still does damage. Just remember that. He said stop showing your size. That's fine.
Oh my
3
God.
inches at 100 miles an hour still does more damage than your whatever you have. Slow.
And I just caught some people busting my chops in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. I never. Undeniable one makes a good point. Like I can't think of a Sega game I bought where I regretted the purchase or felt like this game isn't.
I really can't either. Like there was games that I'm so sad and pissed off now. Now that you think about it, that I didn't buy that I wish I would have. Like, oh no, like you don't need that. You already have enough games, or, because back in the Sega days, I was still too young to make decisions for myself, of course. Well, hey,
Yeah.
if you got a bat dick, then you're not getting shit anyway either.
No, it's funny too because there's a lot of things we take for granted. Like remember when the first disc-based system, I said disc-based, not dick-based. I know everybody's mind is in the gutter right now.
Dick
But
what?
when the first CD-based systems came out,
Mm-hmm.
you know it was expensive back then. Like the CDI, the 3DO, all those were expensive back then. But now apparently, if you try to buy a CDI or a 3DO, you're talking about spending hundreds of dollars for the console itself, and 100 to 300 per game, and then I think the CDI was meant to be controlled strictly by a remote, an infrared remote control, and the controller was an optional thing. But the games are virtually unplayable with the remote control, so you really need the controller. And now people are trying to sell the controller from anywhere from like $150 to $350. It's crazy, like how much the retro stuff has come up for the collectors. It's nuts. I did not leave out Shenmue. I did not leave out Shenmue.
We're ashamed of you, Yogi. You left out Shenmue.
I mention Shenmue every time I can.
I'm ashamed to be your friend right now, bro.
As far as like all-time favorite Sega games, Dragon Force for me, Penlu Saga, and Shenmue. That like those are like the games that I just completely lose it over. But I mean, there's other ones too. Like I love Three Dirty Dwarves, and don't get me started. Don't get me started.
I found out where the alcohol went. At the
The
bottom.
alcohol.
Yeah, I've been drinking the whole time, and I'm like, man, this thing's kind of weak. And then now I'm down to the last couple drinks, and I found out where all the alcohol went.
Oh boy.
1 second.
Oh, I see. It's a mix. It's a mixed drink, and it didn't mix it properly. Gotcha. But what else would I want to? I want to mention so we don't miss anything. Obi, did you know? Do you know of a game that Gearbox developed before Borderlands?
A game that was
You don't know it's
developed
right.
before Borderlands?
Something they did before Borderlands.
Man, I was talking about this with somebody before.
I think we're talking about I think talking about when we're talking about Halo, like how they helped develop the internet, the netcode for Halo, the original Halo. Is that what you're talking about?
No, it was like we were talking about something like it was before Borderlands came out, and I just can't think of what it was. Man, I remember this, and I don't remember the game that we were talking about. What is it?
This one's gonna surprise a lot of people. Samba Dingo.
Yeah.
Do you remember this game, Obi?
Samba Dango, not Dingo.
Samba.
Thought it was Dango.
No, Samba de Amigo. It's
Oh,
Samba
no,
of friends. It was a game where it was like it had the samba kind of thing going on, but you had like maracas as the peripherals. You know, maracas are.
Oh, my son's got that shit on the Wii, dude.
They did put that over on a Wii, didn't they?
Yes, it's like 90. It was like $1, so we got it.
Yeah.
And it had Spanish, like you could change
Little
the-
monkeys.
Yeah, he plays that shit all the time. I made him turn the sound down from the TV because it got annoying. You can't hear it,
See,
Dad. Yeah.
Yeah, see, watching it, I would probably get annoyed. But when you play it, it's like most of those rhythm games. Like they're annoying if you're watching, but if you're playing it, you get into it, like trying to follow along with the rhythm of it. But yeah, Gearbox was involved with that. It was the Sega studio alongside Gearbox to help develop Samba de Amigo, and that was like a cult classic on a Dreamcast. It was another one of those games that if you played it, you loved it, but if you didn't play it, you probably didn't even hear about it to begin with. It's actually the Sonic team.
I think it's still out there right now. Here, let me look it up real quick. Yeah, it's still out there right now. It's still $1 at GameStop. So go check it out, guys. If you guys got a Wii.
That's not with the maracas, is it? Does it
Yeah.
come with the peripherals?
Here.
Really?
Let me
For $1?
No, that's just the game, dude.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you
It's
probably
in.
have to get the little. You have to get the sleeve for the Wiimote to make it to maracas.
Yeah, well, we
Oh,
have all that
Wiimote.
shit. We have all that crap.
Yeah.
We have the fishing rod, we got the baseball
Yep.
bat, the tennis racket, we got all that crap. Like I said, that's my son's system. Like if I get an Xbox One, he gets a Wii U, and my wife gets another laptop or iPad or whatever the fuck she wants.
Hold up. An undeniable one.
Whoa, I'm gonna have to ban you for that, King. Sorry, bro.
Did you see the chat?
What?
Undeniable one is blaming me for her loss of interest in Destiny because I let real life get in the way. No, don't say that. That's messed up. It makes me feel worse about it. I missed Iron Banner for Pete's sake. I was off to a good start. Don't get me started.
I still need some stuff for my hunter. But
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know
the thing.
Yogizilla just real life, then got kind of bored. Yeah, Yogi does that to people all the time.
Yeah, everybody's guilt tripping me on Twitter and text messages like, "Dude, where are you? This game's not fun without you." I'm like,
Yeah, I'm gonna
pressure."
start doing that, and you don't even play with us. Period.
Oh, whatever.
He's like,
Jesus
hey, you're
Christ.
gonna do gang night tonight? Yeah, man, you gonna be there? Yeah. Doesn't show up. He's playing Destiny. Really? Hey, yeah, I'm not gonna be at gang night. I gotta play Destiny. Well, why did you ask us to do it? You're not gonna play. You know,
still have
gang
plenty of
night,
people that show up.
Geeky Antics Network Global. You'd think that the CEO and owner of the company would be there? No.
You have a great showing every time. Tons of people show up.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
sometimes people leave because you're not there, dude. Like
What
the last
What's so
Saturday
much pressure?
the last Saturday that we did this, like we were like, where's Yogi at? Where's Yogi? I mean, and the people like, is Yogi not coming? I'm like, no, he's playing Destiny. So they left. Straight up, they left.
my
Well,
God.
I'm not gonna play then because Yogi's not here. People wait for
So
you to
much
play too,
pressure.
bro.
So much pressure.
I don't have a
Oh.
console. Undeniable. Sorry.
So, I think Sega needs to get a lot more love than they do. That's basically my point here. There's a lot of history there. Even currently, you're a big fan of the Total War series. That's Sega, isn't it?
I love that. Yeah. Well, originally, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think what Sony needs to do is either abandon Sonic for now or go back to the formula they had with Sonic Adventure, because those games were really good, and I think they would still hold up today. But, I think Sega's been busy, folks. A lot of people don't realize this, but they've been acquiring some companies that are cash positive and helping them develop. Like, Sega's going in there and helping these studios with their quality control and improving their franchises and stuff. And, I wouldn't be surprised if Sega got funding and put out a new console in the next 10 years.
That'd be funny. It would be undeniable to answer your question. As of this point in time in my life, I'm PC Master Race. Everything. I have things that one of the loudest members that we have are setting something up to where we're doing an Amazon wish list, and if I get an Xbox One, I'm gonna shave my beard. So my wife has not only said that's a good idea, but is trying to like, can I call this girl to get this thing set up? Like she started a wish list for me on Amazon, and all it was there was the Xbox One, and I was like, I don't even want that one. I want the Madden one, So she's like, okay, hey, yes, Yogi does have Minecraft.
I have it on Xbox One and PC.
But he won't play with us, guys. He's Destiny. It's all good.
I have no internet. Jesus, and I've played Minecraft with you. I played Minecraft with you after 2 weeks ago on Thursday night. So guys, we do gang nights usually.
Once for 10 minutes.
Gang nights are Geeky Antics community gaming nights. We call them gang nights because you guys are the gang. That's the collective community, and we usually do them after our shows, or on Saturday nights. So, ET dubs. Okay, and Undeniable clarified. I read that wrong. That's how I read it. Text is hard to read sometimes. She said she's not blaming me. But some people are blaming for me.
King Ding's blaming you. Hashtag blame Yogi.
Yeah, he says he's texting me every day. He's like, "How's the internet situation?" And he's like, "I'm not even gonna touch a multiplayer game until you get back on." I'm like, "What? Don't put that on me." Good lord.
Yes, the alcohol is safe, guys. I rescued it from the dog. I think my dog pulled this off the table earlier. She's had a few shots. Not me giving it to her, but taking it. She takes it. So we got one more mix left.
So let's just real quick. I know we got we got a good 20 minutes, so maybe a little less. But I want to see I would like to know what everybody thinks. You know, in the chat, Obi, everybody listening on our podcast feeds on YouTube, wherever you are. Do you think Sega can put out a console if they plan it properly and get the third party support?
I think if they do everything right, like they don't just half-ass something, I think they will. I think they would, and I think it'd be a good console.
Yeah, I think the marketplace can handle 3 major consoles because you can't count Nintendo. Not that they're not relevant, but Nintendo has like their own niche that they fulfill. But I feel like Sega has always meant to me like Sega still to this day is what EA used to be. Like I remember I used to buy EA games, especially on Genesis, and have that little yellow tab on the cartridge, and I said, you know what, this is gonna be a good game. I'm not even gonna think twice. EA, I'm confident to buy from that publisher, and I feel like Sega's good like that. Kind of betting their games and their franchises and making sure there's good quality in there. BFT says Minecraft is poo, Terraria is the bestest. No, Starbound is better than Terraria. So Starbound is the bestest. I'm just kidding. Whiskey and Coke. Oh man, that sounds good right about now.
Well, I just showed on screen the camera like me mixing my drink. I need something to support. Fuck it.
Oh yeah, we just became the drunk cast. I only have 1 beer tonight, so I feel nice, but I'm not as lit as I was last time.
Let's just say I bought this 5th today or yesterday. Is that a 5th? Yeah, that's a 5th. Sorry, I'm becoming an alcoholic again, guys. You're gonna have to walk alcoholic streams with Obi-Wan X2.
Word. And Undeniable says she still hasn't played Destiny drunk yet, so we have to change that. Undeniable, one night I'm gonna stream and
we're gonna play Minecraft drunk tonight.
Buy some alcohol.
Because Morg's drinking right now too. Morg's been slamming them down left and right for a while now.
Morg's talking about the mods she has for Minecraft. She has jobs, anti-creeper, backpacks, bed home, shopkeepers, vault, world edit, and some grief protection ones. You need the grief protection for sure.
I'm on the world edit, the world edit. I do need a helper.
Oh, Morg is calling bullshit on your claims about her drinking. She's not want to tarnish her reputation.
She said, "Lol, yep, I am. I have not." So you tell me what's going on here.
I have no idea. The chat keeps freaking disconnected for me.
Well, then you have no idea what you're talking about, sir.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So anyway, I just been thinking about it a lot. You know, I just love. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna admit I'm a Sega fanboy. I just feel like there's something magical that they bring to the gaming industry. Even if you're not actively buying their games, they're influencing the industry. They're keeping things fresh. I feel like they're still innovating and putting out games that are different from everything else we see. You know, and I like that about them. Like they're like that huge company that still has that indie feel, kind of like Blizzard, right? You know, we're huge fanboys for Blizzard too, and I feel like that Sega has that magic too as a company. Yay, nay?
I think they do. I mean, I really think like if they decided to get the correct backing, to get everything, like I said before, if they did everything the right way, and they got that, you know, and then they promoted it and got everybody hyped about it, I would actually save up and get one myself just to see what it, you know, providing that you see good reviews. But then I would actually be, emailing like a son of a bitch, me like, hey, send me one prior so we can do some testing. We can do some live stream testing, which they probably wouldn't do, but still, be a good try. But I think they could. I think it would actually, guys, sorry, I got the hiccups. I think it would actually work out to where if they had and they hyped it up enough and they got people rolling about it, I think that third console would be good.
Yeah, I think the marketplace can support it. And I think it would force Microsoft and Sony to not necessarily doing stuff to things forward, but I think it get them to think more about the value they're driving for their customers, and keep everybody honest. That's one thing I recall that when there were more manufacturers involved with gaming consoles, we had a lot more of a sense of value. Like, people really try to pack that value in there. Like, you'd buy a console, get 10 games in there. I'm exaggerating, but you know what I mean? Like, it felt like you got a lot more bang for your buck. Now it's kind of like, buy the console and maybe we'll give you something for free. Maybe
we'll give you the camera that actually goes with it. Maybe. But since that's like a $60 value, we're going to make that half price.
See, undeniable knows what I was saying. We're on the same wavelength. Yeah, competition breeds innovation. And I'm still mad at you, girl, for saying I'm an egomaniac. How dare you? That hurts my feels.
I want to get Undeniable, Morg, and all the girls in the gang in TeamSpeak on a show one time. You know what? That's what we're going to do on Sunday.
She's fun to chat with. I love Undeniable. That's my buddy.
I want a total of six people at least. At least one other dude, that's fine. But
Obi,
at least 3 girls on what?
You're creating your own harem anime.
I am?
Yeah. 5 girls, 1 guy.
Score!
This kind of thing.
Let's do it. Let's do it. And Obi's got to be drunk every episode. I might get liver cancer if I do that. Never mind.
Undeniable was really busting my chops tonight. Holy head! I guess I get missed. Everybody's busting my chops. That's how I know I'm missed. And it's like, what's up, asshole? Like, this is the kind of message I'm getting on Facebook and I'm on text message. Like, what's up, asshole? Like, damn. I guess you missed me. But yeah, I think it'd be great to see. Maybe I think someone should have the balls to make maybe a hybrid system, something that's modular and can maybe integrate PC functionality, crossplay, something. Like, there's some kind of opportunity there where someone can make a console not like traditional console. It's not quite a PC, but not quite a console either. You know what I mean? Kind of like what we were hoping the Steam machines, the Steam boxes would be. If someone is first to market on there, and Sega's usually at the cutting edge of innovation, that's the bad part of that is someone will look at what they do and say, that was good. Well, we'll do one better. They one up them. That's the risk they run. But I think if they can get there first, but also make sure they secure the third-party support beforehand, I think that there's something there. But either way, as a publisher, as just a software developer, software publisher, I think Sega still is very much relevant. And it's fun. It's fun poking fun at how bad the Sonic games have gotten, but they're still putting out hits out there, and we wouldn't be where we're at right now without Sega's, brave business decisions, whether they're good or bad in the long run. They paved the way for everyone else, I would say.
Right. Sorry. It's just kind of... I'm just listening right now.
I know, and I'm kind of rambling on.
Yeah,
but
we are. Well, let's shoot in here real quick. Let's shoot in here, guys. We're gonna touch on it for about 5, maybe 10 minutes, and then we're gonna be done with the show. So we're gonna talk about a little bit more of hashtag the dust off.
Oh.
This is where we dust off some. Yeah, you'd like that? This is where we are advertising our latest obsessions, whether it be internet porn or just games that we've dusted off in the last week or just continue playing this week. Now, you guys can check out the hashtag Dust Off on, of course, on geekyantics.net, where we have some articles written and stuff like that you guys can share. And of course on Twitter, you guys want to share that hashtag the Dust Off on Twitter, we will respond to that and start something there too, guys. So let's talk about our HorsePLAY. We ain't playing it. Not right now. But
what the hell? I don't play for a few weeks, and then everybody starts playing.
No, I haven't played HOTS in like a month or and a half or so.
Oh Jesus Christ!
I've got so much other shit going. This is why I told Morg I'm not playing WoW right now. There's so much shit going on, and she's almost got me, dude. She's almost got me into ready to play WoW again.
Oh God!
Morgana Freya.
Yeah.
She's like tempting me. She's like, just come play, Like,
and
the new expansion's coming out. Oh, God damn.
Kevin and Robbie, you talked to Kevin and Robbie over at the Worst Radio Show. They play too.
I don't want to play, though.
I know. I'm not even going to touch that one. You guys are on your own in that. HOTS, a.k.a. Heroes, a.k.a. Heroes of the Storm. It's one of our preferred addictions. We love this game. And Lord Rakdos, we did not forget about you, buddy. Because what Saturday was it? Like, I think it was this past Saturday. He's like, oh, night. I'm like, I have no internet. Sorry, buddy. Or maybe it was the night before, the Saturday before that. No, yeah, it was the Saturday before that. I still had internet. I kind of stood him up because we're doing a raid on Destiny, and it took so long. And I was like, I'm not gonna jump out of this and then lose our progress. We were so close to the end. It was like the longest raid ever because we had like some hyperactive teens that kept not listening to the team plan, and they kept Leroy Jenkins up in the place, and
Leroy Jenkins.
Exactly. So, what have you been playing, Obi?
What have I been playing lately? Well, we've been still playing our farm sims, guys. I love farm sim, but we've been breaking out, been playing a little bit more of the train simulator, which is only one player, which kind of sucks. I hope they come out with next year's or 2017's train sim being multiplayer, which would be kind of cool, but you'd have to add, blah, 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 blah. World of Warships, we're still rocking on. What?
Would you play Domino Simulator? It's kind of like Train Simulator, but if they made a Domino Simulator where you can make a little domino...
I'm coming down to Augusta, Georgia. Just to punch you in the face. No, I wouldn't play Domino Simulator, really?
That's a great idea.
No, it's not. Okay, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to pick this domino up, which your mouse won't be able because they won't have the right code written for it, and we're going to put that down right in that spot, which then that spot won't take because, again, they don't have the right code written for it. So then, no, fuck that, man. I'm good.
Oh, undeniable. Obi has Euro Truck Simulator, and he's a big fan.
Yes. Next year. This is something that I don't know if I want to say right now, but I'm going to. I hope I don't get in trouble. Next year's the Euro Truck Simulator is coming out with dedicated servers.
Oh my God!
I will be getting a dedicated server of Euro Truck Simulator for the game. I
kind of want to play that with you, dude.
What we're going to be doing is we're actually going to be setting up a new line of internet and an actual computer that I'm going to be running this stuff off of. So Chewy's going to help me with it. It's going to be dedicated servers. So then, like, some of the stuff we don't have to pay for. But if we do have to pay for it, we'll just get some donations from the gang and get those servers up. But we got a couple right now, privately owned. I have a farm sim. Morgana's got a, Minecraft. This is what we're going to be playing afterwards. But yeah. Yes. Euro Truck Sim. I do want to play a multiplayer, but the multiplayer is set to where anybody can join, period. And I really don't feel like, getting, on one side of the road, just kind of driving, and all of a sudden a freaking madman comes slamming into me and destroys my whole load. I'm good with that. Yeah, and I'm talking about load, so Yogi fucking laughs. We do have, like I said, we've been playing Minecraft, guys. That is,
It's because you guys get so frustrated with me on Minecraft, and I'm not trying to grief. I'm just having fun. And you get so frustrated when I start opening the chests and closing them.
Oh no, I'm building the tunnel system right now for the railway, so I'm not even above ground. I'm in creative mode and I just go.
Yeah, last time you were building the roof, and I was like, "What the hell are you doing?" You were like in your own world. Everybody else is going gathering materials, and you're like, I'm just roofing. Don't mind me."
You should see what
There's
I'm gonna
shit
do. You
falling from
should
the
watch the
sky.
stream tonight when we're done with the show. You're gonna see what I'm gonna be doing tonight too. I'm gonna be
Oh my god, I'll put it on afterwards. Yeah.
yeah. So it's gonna be drunk mining with Obi. Yeah. Got about 10 minutes left.
Undeniable.
A few of the other games.
Undeniable said.
Nuh-uh.
She's talking about she wants to do like a full driving rig. Like she's talking about one with like a little rolling cage you sit in. 'Cause that's hardcore.
Yep.
She wants to build and
There's
everything.
going to be a setup like that. I have a plan for something like that because of the reason it's only like single player. We're actually going to get. I can't really talk too much about it. We're going to set a driving rig or a flying rig per se up at the gaming house too. Where you're going to have a shifter set up. You're going to have your own seat. You can move it back and forth, the steering wheel. It's kind of like a driving game, but instead of the screen, the monitor, you're going to have a 24-inch or you're going to have 4 or 3 24-inch monitors set up so you can use, and you're going to have an IR tracker, all that good shit. It's going to be fun. So you'll be able to play.
I love
yeah,
that.
it's just a chair. It's got the wheel, the shift stick, the pedals, etc. But then on this one is actually my buddy's he built the base already, to where we actually put the pedals in there. Like we'll take them out of the, like they're metal pedals that we take out of a driving like a steering wheel and pedals, and we actually take everything apart and put it in the wood frame. So it's pretty nice. You'll like it when I actually show it off, but I can't talk too much more about it. Sorry.
Yeah, that's. I know we gotta start wrapping up soon, but I like that. Like I think two things are really cool as far as like arcade cabinets go. Either the sit-in cabinets, they're like fully immersive, and like you'll have like the force feedback, the whole full motion kind of thing going on, or the what do they call them? Cabarets. The cabarets, I believe, are the ones that tables with the monitor embedded in there under the glass, and you could like have drinks on top of the table, so it's like you could chill, play a game. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
It's that's a whole different world.
Well,
if you're interested in that, Arcade Outside is a good place, a good podcast to listen to.
Oh,
They
yeah.
get into the tech of building cabinets and collecting and all that stuff, and rebuilding them, refurbishing them, all that kind of stuff. It's
Now,
crazy.
I know that there's where you're located. I'll be moving to Washington State when that happens, but we'll figure out how to get you out there. But
Yeah, fucking move further away from me.
yeah, but I'll bring you out there. You can do Horseplay live at the studio. I mean, that'll be fun.
Well, Washington is one of my target states if we ever end up moving.
Best
You
internet,
know,
best internet in the northern hemisphere. Well, not northern hemisphere, but
But I got family out there, and so I got some contacts out there, so it'll be easier. Plus, there's a lot of game studios out there, a lot of people in gaming, and it's close to close enough to California. It's convenient.
right.
So, but what I've been playing I've been playing a lot of Hearthstone,
Mm-hmm.
and the Tavern Brawl this week is really really good. Talk to your wife about it, Obi. Ask her how good the Tavern Brawl is this week.
Oh, is she still
The
playing
whole-
it?
I don't know, is she?
Oh,
I'm
no.
asking you. But the Hearthstone Tavern Brawl this week, and obviously that's the thing I've been playing the most is mobile games. That is Sunset Overdrive, which I'm close to beating actually. I've been milking the crap out of that. But the Tavern Brawl this week, when your minions die, they turn to a minion of two mana less cost. If that makes sense. So if you summon a level 4 and it gets killed, it automatically summons a level 2 in its place, a random level 2 minion. It's really interesting, super fun.
Oh yeah, Twitch is yeah, Seattle's gonna be something that I was gonna put something in the chat, but I forgot. Oh, yes, I want to shout somebody out, and this is because it's a developer that's actually in Holland, Michigan. By me. I didn't even know them until earlier. They wanna meet for an interview, and I'm gonna do an in-person interview with my camera and everything. But it's something. It's called Erectus Gaming. Let me get it for you guys, because I don't want to.
Something.
It's Erectus Gaming, and it's a picture of a monkey on the top. I'm gonna have to find it real quick.
Oh, while you look that up, so Undeniable One says that don't hate me, I don't get the Hearthstone card game. See, you have to be into card games. Like, it's a certain kind of mindset and gameplay style you have to be into to like deck building games. But if you like deck building games, I don't see how someone that could like Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh! I can't see how someone that gets to those games can't get into Hearthstone unless they're closed-minded and they say, oh, this is really watered down, it's too simple. But there's a lot of depth to Hearthstone. But yeah.
All right, my Twitter's been blowing up lately, and thank you everybody for the follows, man. I really appreciate it. As soon as I can find it, I'm actually gonna put it up here. Of course, I can't find it. Maybe it's in my messages. There it is. All right, so maybe not. Just keep talking for a second, Yogi. You got anything else?
We're gonna start wrapping up soon anyway.
Yep. You can start doing that.
You want me to start wrapping up?
Yeah, sure.
So don't forget, guys, you can catch HorsePLAY Live anywhere where geeky goodness can be found, including but not limited to. And I'm saying this completely from the top of my head, so I'm gonna probably completely butcher it. But we're on Stitcher, we're on YouTube, we're on TuneIn Radio, we're on AllGames.com. I'm gonna forget something. iTunes, that's still a thing. Yeah, all those wonderful places you can find us. And I lost chat again. Of course, the main place we'd like you to come is our headquarters, geekyants.net. If you go to geekyants.net for this podcast, you can find all our podcasts, the flagship shows of Geeky Ants Networks, Geeky Ants Network. Wow, I'm tipsy, I think. I'm actually more tipsy than I thought. Including some of our, we also have some of our friends from All Games that we feature on this, syndicated shows, some of our favorite podcasts. And, yeah, all that good stuff from other networks as well that we enjoy, all on that wonderful feed. What else? Plug-wise, don't forget, if you want to support our network and support HorsePLAY Live or our other flagship shows, please go to geekyants.net for sponsors. You can find offers from our sponsors to help us pay the bills and all that good stuff. Oh, also geekyants.net for donate if you want to donate. And it doesn't mean just monetary donations. You donate your services or goods, things you don't need anymore. Anything. Maybe you just send us a hug. We'll take that too.
Definitely. And of course, myself, Obi1X2 everywhere. I did put that in chat for you guys. That's beta3.erectusthegame.com. Go check that out. It's kind of like it's a building community, kind of like it's like a real time, I don't necessarily strategy, but you can actually build your, from somebody that has quick defenses at the beginning to somebody that has lots of power at the beginning to just a well-rounded race to where you build the civilization basically. It's pretty cool. It's actually a big.
They're in your area?
What? They live in Holland, Michigan, dude.
Oh, dude,
They live right down the freaking road from me. I'm going to look, and I'll show you guys on. My last year's Christmas present that I got, my HD cam. I'm gonna be doing I'm gonna try to sit them down with an interview. So we're gonna try to get that hopefully, and that's gonna be exclusively on GeekyAntics.net, guys. So be watching out for that. If you guys want to check this game out, please do. Tell them Obi from Geeky Antics sent you guys. And when the game goes officially live, they're at Gamescom. But when the game officially goes live, we're gonna get maybe some cool stuff. So, and that will be distributed among the gang. So, hope you guys like the game. It's pretty cool. But again, guys, we are